tonight's not a wedding. Before I start telling you all the things about Tom, I'd like to thank a few people. So we're going to start with the loudest people in the room, and that's my parents, Brad and Kylie. So a big thank you to them, and a big thank you to the second loudest people, Simon and Andrea. We simply just could not be here tonight without all of your love, support, and guidance of how to run a good party. Very specific on how we should do that. I would also like to thank Tracy and Jeremy. They're here somewhere. They made our beautiful sign out the front with our mirror, so big thank you to them. Right, now on to this guy, old mate Chappello. You might have heard me call him Chapman, Tommy Boy, Chappy, and maybe a few of you, some of you might have heard me call him Tom. Chapman wasn't. He's got a couple. Being with Tom isn't all flowers and butterflies. Huh? It's exciting toast in the freezer, bikes in the bedroom, being signed up to things without knowing and being told the day of. And most importantly, it's never a serious conversation, ever. Ever. But these goofy, annoying, silly things are also the reason that I'm here today. I've listed all the things that annoy me, but these things are also why I love you. Okay. I love that you call me on your lunch break every day. This is how the conversation goes. Chapman, go, how are you? Good yourself, gotta go. Every day without fail. That's the phone call I get. It infuriates me. Like it really. I love that you managed to squeeze a bike event into everywhere we go. Everywhere. We're travelling. Oh, apparently there's a MotoGP event. There's a downhill event actually in the place that we're staying. I booked a place on a hill that looks over at that bike. It's everywhere. A lot of people get this one. I love the way that in the morning, nice and early, you roll your van down the driveway, kickstart it in neutral, and then I hear this like, and I just made them, I'm like, who's that? And then I hear, you! I love that you push me out of my comfort zone all the time, whether it's bike race, meeting new people, doing new things. But if I'm ever nervous, you comfort me so much with a, yeah, no, you'll be right, you got it. And it's all better. It's simply alright. I love how much you love our dogsy. Maybe more than I do love the way that you make me coffee every single morning without me complaining. And sometimes I'll ask and I go, and that means like, get one ready. But most importantly, I love your patience, your goofiness, and your ability to eat everything in sight post-fry. It's amazing. Like, everything. Most of you... So here's a cheers to Tom for just being so authentically you, making mine and our lives better. And I can't wait to wake up for a coffee every single morning for the rest of our lives.
Whoa. Gotta go and follow that. She says to me this morning, don't expect too much. I wrote that while I was doing a poo. tonight is a night that welcomes the funny bugger in all of us to celebrate, to put the phone away, and instead film on our really cheap cameras we bought over there. Get us some content we stick on the photographer. We're so incredibly lucky to be able to invite you all. I've said to a few people tonight that it is crazy to be in an event like this and look up and know every single face, and it's a little bit overwhelming as much as it is humbling. And I know Alicia and I are so happy to have you all in one building. It's unreal. Thank you so much. I would like to take this moment to mention some beautiful people who can't be with us here tonight. My mum's mum, Marlene, my dad's parents, Ray and Warner, and Kylie's mum and dad, Jenna and Bob. We know how much they would have enjoyed celebrating with us. Before we all cry sad tears, can we please make a huge loud toast to those that are here in spirit? Cheers! A few words about this beautiful girl standing next to me here. There's not a person in the world that makes me want to bet myself more than this lady. Hand on my heart, she's the most beautiful soul I've ever met. Your compassion, your empathy, and your ability to relate and see life from someone else's shoes is something that truly inspires me. You're the type of girl that makes me want to carry my passport at all times, just in case. It's probably so I don't lose it. Alicia's a person who can't lay down on the couch after doing 3 jobs, a running session, Pilates, 2 coffee catch-ups, a uni assignment, a job interview, Zoomies with our dogs, the team of orders, Woolies click and collect, itinerary holiday planning, redesign of the house, coffee, 1 sip of a 7-litre drink bottle. And Tommy, is that you making a brew? No, it's 4:30 p.m. and you haven't eaten your toast. A little story about the day I proposed. The first important detail is that it's the 22nd of July, and that is the first important part. Every single important event needs to happen on an equal number day. Okay, that's tip number 1. A couple of people asked me, you had a bit of time to do it, you were away for a while. Well, not really. Priority number 1 was don't do it anywhere near a bike event. And as previously mentioned, I managed to find the MotoGP, the downhill and the Tour de France on my trip. And then you mix that in with finding days that are equal and we're in trouble. I'm very good at sleeping. Very good. And then I'll tell you now, the night of the 21st was horrific. I was awake every hour, I was sweating slightly more than normal, and I even checked that the ring was in a tight spot for the 200th time that trip. I wake up, I make Alicia coffee, and I decide I'm doing it that morning. I make the second coffee as well. And there's a courtyard outside, and I say to Alicia, I go, oh, let's make a video today. She goes, nah. I say, come on, let's share it with the family, we're in a beautiful spot, we'll make a nice one. Nah. She goes in for a shower, and I think to myself, well, okay, right, this is it. And I set the camera up without her knowing, and I'm trying to hide it, and I'm putting it in the trees, and it's not working, it's on a rocket, and I'm like, shit, where am I going to do it? And I'm like, I need to make it happen, because her family's not there, and my family's not there. And I hear, an Angel Brindo right next door. Our mate's cutting down his handrail. And we're in the most beautiful village, like the most beautiful little spot that hasn't been a noise for 3 days. And this starts happening. And Leash gets out the shower, and I'm like, oh, Leash, let's go for a walk. That should be warning number 1, I never suggest one of them. And she goes, nah. And I'm thinking, She's on to me now. She's making me go through it. We did go to 3 bike events earlier, so fair enough. But I managed to get her out. I said, let's go take our coffee to the beach. I said, come on, this is my last chance here, the beach. Okay. And we stopped on a staircase. I set up the camera on and chopped our heads off in the shop. I'm so fortunate her answer wasn't, nah. It was the reaction that I could want. It was the most beautiful. She took the ring out of the box herself. So I found out hours later. It turned out all I would have to be nervous about was starting our engagement, getting her the ick. And that was poor posture while proposing. So, anyway, thank you again all for coming. We're going to pour some bubbly and Alicia's going to make the toast.
I don't have a glass, so I'm raising my hand.
So if everyone could raise a glass, this is to happiness, to health, and to burn